You've had a mini feature, very interesting one. But all of us know that if the climate is affected, there will be problems. We all know that. And for a long time, some of us have been talking about the ozone layer being disturbed. And government, particularly government of the world, should see how they can do something on it. But everybody is turning the blind eye to it. We all know that if the rain does not fall, there is no way there will be food for mankind. No matter how we try to do artificial, as it were, damming, irrigation, and so on, all those ones are still the drop in the bag. How many places do you want to do artificial irrigation to? With the land mass and the number of people and mouths that needs to be fed? If you know what you are talking about, it's not as if one wants to use it for anything, but we know the Sahel region particularly, what they are going through in terms of drought. And you see what has brought about. Nobody wants it. So it's something that must be done seriously, and that's why I want to look at that topic today. Then the second one, we'll be looking at the state of nation too, as it relates to the fuel crisis that we are going through, or the fight between the cabals and the oil big players there. If time permits us, we'll quickly dip face into that one. But for now, let me introduce our guest, and he's no other person than Comrade Muhammad Kudu Abubakar. He's an activist of no mean repute. Comrade, you're welcome to the
Thank you very much.
We have missed you. Welcome.
Thank you.
The last time you came here, there was a lot of energy in this studio, and I know that we're going to have some more today. Sure. Let's just go straight. Really, I was not really happy with the response of one of the respondents there, that the climate change has encouraged banditry and kidnapping. I don't know how you feel about that.
Firstly, you see, sometimes people talk from the beginning of their mouth to the end and talking rubbish. Banditry and insecurity in the north. I will give you the analysis. First, in the area of Borno, Yobe, and Co in the northeast. In Borno, there is what we call California. That California is the costless mineral resources in the world. And every day, these foreigners came into Borno area in the name of NGOs and Co, diverting the attention of the people on Boko Haram, sponsoring them while they are busy packing the resources to their country. When you come to the banditry, as the other man said, my brother, banditry now is a business. Business in the sense that every day they don't allow the farmer to farm well. Go to farm, they will pick you. And they will be demanding money, millions of nairas. And I asked question. I saw the secretary of the Zamfara state government denying the allegation raised by some other people that the governor has been paying or has paid the banditry leaders in Zamfara 1 billion naira. Sir, in the area where they are mining this gold in Zamfara state, why is it that place is in peace? Why other communities are in trouble? Why? What is the secret? As he addressed press yesterday, let the secretary also come out and address Nigerians or the Zamfara state people that this is the main reason why the area of mining gold is in peace, why the other community are in trouble. They should stop deceiving us. We have woke up from our sleeping. We are no more sleeping. Nigeria, as I said last 2 weeks in the program, democracy is a fraud to us Nigerian citizens because It's a borrow.
No, let me get. What do you mean by democracy?
It's a fraud.
Okay.
When I say it's a fraud, there's a conniver between the north and the south. When and borrow that democracy, the system we are using now, from America.
Is it the presidential system that is a fraud?
Yes.
Or the parliamentary system?
No, the presidential system.
Good.
Because we are not in any way colonized by America.
Okay.
We are colonized by British.
So to all intents and purposes, their ways are far different than ours.
Different from our culture and our tradition.
And our upbringing.
Yes.
Having been brought up from by the British system.
Yes, even before the coming of British, sir, the way they meet us, our tradition, our culture, is fantastic, and it suits that parliamentary system of government. Why I say that? In those days, before they came in, we have a community. That community will be headed by Oba, or Emir. We have Bale. We have the OJA, we have the Angua, we have the deputy. And at that point in time, any community you come in Nigeria, as a visitor, you'll be easily identified that this guy is not from our community. And the next thing, they'll just come to you, they'll direct you, some people took you to the either Bale or Angua. Now, for questioning, you are from which here? Where do you come from?
What do you want to do here?
What do you want to do here? If you answer and you mention the state you come from or the community you come from, maybe there's somebody resident in that community that comes from that your side. That person will be invited, and that guy will be questioning you whether you know your family. And at that point in time, even our security was very fantastic, different from what we are seeing now. Now we are practicing. The British came in and we are giving parliamentary system of government.
Yes.
And we started with it.
Yes.
Less expenses. Because the only prime minister that will be voted within the parliament.
Not throughout Nigeria.
Not throughout Nigeria.
Less expensive.
Less expenses, and every region control the resources in this area.
Not this time that one person.
The only region will only pay 20% to the federal because of the security, police, army, and others.
But now, federal took everything.
Federal took everything to himself. Decide what to give to the people. Even all these Polish, like in the Niger Delta, they have the oil. Other community or other region have other things.
Yes.
But because even our government wanted easy money, they are not even care about other resources. No, focusing on the oil. The people that got this oil, they are also suffering. And it will be very bad if they will cook in my house and I cannot eat and benefit.
It's very bad indeed.
And that's why they will come with other system, this NDDC, petroleum, this agency or agency.
And yet,
no answer to the people of the Niger Delta. So this issue,
we'll go back. I don't want it to slip away.
Okay.
I want us to see really the climate change vis-a-vis banditry and kidnapping. I want you to lay it. I don't want you to move out. Let us see. Banditry.
Yeah.
What has it got to do with climate change?
Nothing. They have no connection.
What if maybe because those who ought to be in the farm are now useless because of the climate has affected the farmland. Whatever they are planting cannot grow. So instead of now sitting down, they now take to banditry. Can't one relate it with it?
Sir, let me tell you the truth. The foreigners that are encouraging this insecurity across Nigeria, and they have their own agents within our country that are also beneficiary of that insecurity. Sir, my parents come from the north. I was born and brought up in Lagos. In those days, if I want to travel Lagos to Bida, sometimes I leave Lagos around 6 in the evening, and I'll go home because I like to go home late so that in the morning I'll just come, people will see me. I can't try it now. Anybody that's traveling from Lagos to the north today with a lot of prayers, because they will stop your bus or your car, take you away inside the bush, and that's all. Look at what happened from this emir that was killed recently in Sokoto State. He came for a meeting. Going back, he was arrested. He was marine.
He was not arrested.
He was not arrested. He was took away by kidnappers, and they are demanding millions of nairas. They took his son, released, and at the end of the day, he was killed. My brother, I think it will reach a stage that Nigerian government should allow everybody to carry gun for self-determination.
For self-defense, rather.
Well, I mean self-defense.
But that will be another issue because
the issue of this banditry,
there will be more stress. Yes, gone. This issue of
banditry,
because they know that
there is a lot of money
in it.
And let me tell you, if we have an intelligent officer, real one, people like Menjahan and Mustafa and Co, you get to know that even government or part of the government were also part of this insecurity. Because Abacha said during his own time that any uprising that is over 24 hours, then you should understand government have an interest in it and check it out.
I remember he's making that statement.
So, which means this insecurity in the north and across Nigeria, government has an interest.
I agree with you, because when the Boko Haram,
yes,
when the Chibok girls were
yes,
fine, just to confirm what Abacha said, because I know that aspect of Chibok. I've been there. The whole place is a dusty environment, no tarred road.
No tarred road.
I know the place, no tarred road. So it's a question of just going there immediately and looking at the footmarks of the vehicles that came and then follow them, deploying all the resources of the state, military, choppers, security men, vehicle, siren, so many things, either to scare, to intimidate, and they will begin to run out from wherever they are hiding, and of course they will get that thing sorted out. But rather they allowed it to linger, and it was a big issue that government was not able to tackle within 24 hours, and people like us were thinking in that area, because the Hausa will call it Fili. It was a desert.
Yes.
So people will see the people that were going. So it's not like in the south here that they will, as soon as they enter one corner, it's inside a forest.
Yes.
And they will say they were not able to see them. So that's a big scandal. And I guess government officers are watching and listening to this program, whichever way, to see how they can rev up the issue of insecurity and banditry and kidnapping, because it's not something that you just tell us and explain it away that I'm strong. Why are you the state if you cannot contain insecurity? I don't think that is tenable to anybody.
Insecurity in Nigeria has been
polished and taken,
and also politics come inside
into it.
My brother, in those days, if military want to go for any operation, you can't hear it.
Yes.
It was after the operation
that you
then they will tell you, we went so place, this what happened, this what happened. But now, before they go, they will promote it, announce it, say press conference. What is the inside? It's just like a police. I call a police station that are in our area that I'm robbery. Now the vehicle will come with siren.
And they are welcoming.
What is it?
They have informed them.
Who are you fooling? Who are you fooling?
And we have had situations where many times those that are if they are eventually caught by mistake, they now name they are police people.
Yes.
That it is this police
yes.
that is supporting them.
Yes.
If at least
even in the military, this issue of banditry. I remember one certain time the other commandant in the area of that Zamfara who came in and also asked all the army and the Mopo that were in that unit that everybody should come and submit his phone in his table. You only put sellotape, write your name. If your phone rang, he will call you. Who is that person? And so call him. He will ask you to pick it and put it for speaker. And that very day, they caught 2 or 3 army, one Mopo, that he received a call from the Banditry, asking him, we heard that you have new commandant now. When are you coming to attack us? And how many of you are coming? What kind of ammunition are you coming with?
What is this? What is the strategy of this new commandant?
Yes, you know. And I said to me, if I'm that commandant, those army and the Mopo, I will shoot them by myself. So that to me it's a minus.
You can't do that.
No, I will do that because I have this country in my heart.
You are talking to a lawyer, and of course there's what we call judicial execution, extrajudicial execution. You can't do that.
The judiciary,
you will just arrest.
The judiciary,
let them go through.
My brother, a judiciary that governor or senator or house of rep will store money in billions. And at the end of the day,
we will still go. We cannot encourage self-help. We cannot encourage people taking laws into their hands, no matter who.
He's a commandant there.
Commandant, no matter who he is. President Tinubu cannot just go and kill that person on his stand and just take a pistol and kill somebody. He can't do it. There are institutions to that.
Let me give you one. What happened during the start of the Boko Haram? Who is the architect of Boko Haram? Everybody knows in Nigeria. And when Muhammad Yusuf was arrested, he was arrested by the military. And the military, if they like, they can kill him at that spot, and nothing will happen. But they arrested him and took him to the police commissioner of Borno State. What happened at the end of the day? Somebody that was handcuffed back, and at the end of the day, they say inside the police command that he wanted to run away. That's why they shoot him. They shot him because he wanted to begin to vomit who are the sponsors. And that's where I'm going. We cannot, sorry my brother, we cannot encourage such. Don't forget, if maybe care was taken, Boko Haram may not have escalated. But obviously because he was shot, now there was something like reprisal. His boys and all came out, and of course out of anger, split, they became unruly and so on and so forth. Yes.
Because the rule of law was not followed. Arrest, prosecute, jail, or release if they are not able to establish a case against him. That's how the norm is. Not that you now say, oh, you are guilty, even before you know anything, they kill the person. No. The law does not allow that. And will now not allow people to take the laws into their hands. And that's why we're calling on all these people who are involved in security agents activities. I have had opportunity of training the police several times, of course, when they abuse the human rights of people, and of course, because of my own involvement particularly, they brought about the human rights desk in the Nigerian police all over the country, because I got the United Nations involved, and of course, they sponsored a project which made the police to set up a human rights desk all over. And of course, the report will be monitoring them. It has been growing, and of course, it's getting better. But no doubt, we normally have bad eggs amongst them. Of course, if you remember, like 2 years December, a lawyer was shot and killed in Aja area of Lagos State by one trigger-happy policeman, and it happens all over. And of course, we still want that thing to stop, and that's why I'm trying to explain to the people that you don't take laws into your hands. It does not matter if you arrest somebody. You take him to the police station and the police does anything. Either they set them free or they kill them. That does not mean, or particularly I've had people say, well, if we take them to the police station, the police will release them after some times. No, that does not mean you now take the law into your hands, because the authority to determine people's fate in this regard is vested in Section 6 of the 1999 Constitution, and that section relates to the judiciary. It is the judiciary that has the power to determine somebody's fate. And when that is done, it is done legally. So any other means of killing, maiming, injuring, or doing anything untoward to anybody anywhere, either foreign or local, it is illegal and it should not be encouraged by anybody. I thank my brother for bringing this up, and I'm happy that I've been able to educate some people in this regard. Self-help does not pay, and you can be sure you see now to some extent issue of lynching, people throwing tire on people's neck. You see, it has gone down drastically. Some years ago, it was the order of the day, yes, and some of us came in to ensure that it is stopped, because anything can happen. You may be going down somebody that does not like you in your street.
Yes.
Where you will now go ambush you, knows that you are going somewhere that you are not known. He will now go there and organize some people, and they will say he's a thief, and they will throw a tire on the person's neck, and a total innocent person. And to that extent, that's why we want the rule of law to be upheld anywhere. Thank you for this little information, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to bring it out.